Hey there, guess what, everybody? We're going to actually play at home for a change. Can you imagine that? We're here, and I don't know how many matches we've had so far. I think this is our fourth home match of the season. And I mean, we've played so much that we've got a whole bunch of players who are suspended and who are injured. I think that we probably have some guys in here somewhere who are playing out of position. We've got a whole ton of weird stuff going on here. I don't know. We could look a little bit closer at this. I'm just trying to see if we have any really weird things happening. We only have 11 players on the bench here for this match against Nevada, so I hope that we're doing all right. And Alpha Doe, of course, poor Alpha Doe, is not feeling match fit for this one. So we'll see how much we have to baby him through this match. Let's go win this one. How important is a good performance? Yeah, we need to win. If we don't win, I'm probably going to, I don't know what I'm going to do with this save. I don't know why we have Cornelson starting up there up front. Maybe Aldana was injured or something like that. That's not a good sign because Cornelson, as we've seen before, has some problems scoring goals, which is a shame because he's a striker and that's kind of your job. We have 1 point, or 3 points rather, one win from one match and a goal differential of 1, which is not exactly dominating, but I mean, it's something that we'll take. We'll work with it. It's okay. We can go ahead and move forward. And here we are with the ball. Jimenez over to Williams. Matt Williams takes it up forward and looks and lumps it over everyone's head, and that will bring us back to the end of the highlight. And this is not the way that we wanted to start it off. Here's Bowden now with a free kick about 6 minutes into this, over looking for somebody there. Couldn't find him. Doe has over to Jimenez. Jimenez to Mutenya to Bowden. And there's another one of those shots from range. The performance analyst was showing me not long ago that we keep taking these shots from range that aren't going in, and we just keep doing it. I think it's a lack of maturity and a lack of skill on the part of a number of these players. Jimenez heads that one over dangerously to Matt Williams, who knocks it back to Jimenez over to Meza, to Son Hyun-taek. Son Hyun-taek looks to find Cornelson, who was offside. There's another forward ball for Cornelson, who kind of heads that one forward. I'm not sure if that even counts as a shot or what. It looked like a pass to the goaltender. Alpha Doe goes back to get this one. Passes to Williams. Williams to Son Hyun-taek over to Solano to Martin. Martin to Meza. Meza will pass this one forward for Bowden over to Mutenya. Now Mutenya scores the first goal for us. First goal of the season for Sidney Mutenya, who scored a real great goal there from that right wing attacking side. And that's exactly what we like to see. And it's 1-0 BYU. And hey, maybe not all is wrong this season. Maybe we just had a hard time because Washington State's in the Pac-12. Maybe that's what's going on. Mutenya with that top corner goal, and it's 1-0 BYU. And let's see where we can go from here. Robson here for Nevada knocks this one forward, and that's knocked backwards to Robson again. We're able almost to clear it out, but not quite. And Bowden had to go back and block that shot, which means it's going to be another corner here for Washington State. In theory, we move up to first place, but only momentarily. I don't think we'll be the only club with 2 wins for long. And the Nevada shot from range is over everybody's head, and so we hold on to the 1-0 lead for the time being. But there's a throw, and there's a cross, and oh man, that one was just wide. And I mean, it was good positioning by Korn, I'll give you that. David Korn did a pretty good job there, so not too much to criticize. Alpha Doe goes back this time and picks this one up over to Son Hyun-taek, over to Mutenya. Mutenya over to Son Hyun-taek, over to Bowden. Bowden looking forward for Martin, and he's got him. And how did Martin miss that? How did he miss that? I mean, what happened here? So Mutenya does a good job here and passes this forward. They find Son Hyun-taek to Bowden, knocks this one forward, and Martin's right there. And Jim, you just got to, you got to take control of it and take it around somebody. Mutenya throws into Cornelson. Cornelson over to Mutenya, and he looks for Solano, who misses the header completely. That looked pretty bad. Back to Matt Williams now. Matt Williams knocks it forward again to Solano, and he has a shot from range, and I think he may have been a little bit better trying to do one of those little lob crosses, but we'll take it. Solano throws into Son Hyun-taek. Son Hyun-taek passes it forward looking for Mutenya, can't find him. It evades the head of Meza over to Pinto over to Robson. As I said, every single one of these teams has a bunch of Spanish names on the team. Interesting how that works out. And there's another Torres for them. I think we had one yesterday on Washington State. Korn, though, ends up with the ball over to Matt Williams. Matt Williams will bring this one up himself, walks it forward, passes Son Hyun-taek over to Bowden. Bowden down to Mutenya. And Mutenya is going to see his shot knocked off for a corner, and that will be a corner. And Bowden here will take the corner, and he knocks this one forward, looking for Alpha Do, and that one's just knocked back by the defense. Not quite happening. We have seen Alpha Do score those before, though, so we won't criticize him too much. Meza now, and that's a pass over to Cornelsen for a header that's off the top bar, and I'm not sure how the goaltender was able to grab onto that one, but it worked out in the end. He sort of turned around and caught this one off the bar, as you can see. Yep, there you go. Turn around and grab the rebound. So not a bad job by Cornelsen. He just needs to learn where the goal is, as I've been saying the whole time. Torres knocks this one forth to Aguimang, and Jimenez has knocked this one out for a throw. And I mean, that's probably not the worst thing that can happen in that position, but yeah, not a great job. Alpha Do is very, very tired, and we have to worry about fitness levels as usual. As I've said, it's because we don't have enough players. And Alpha Do can't quite get onto that one. They pass that back to Bowden. It should be called back for offside. And instead, that's another one of those shots into the 10th row, and that's a goal kick. We're coming up here on the verge of halftime, 1-0 BYU. And yeah, let's see if we can get a little bit more here in the second half. I'm worried if we keep winning every match 1-0, that's going to be a problem. Especially these home matches where we really, really should be dominating. And yeah, we're going to take off Alpha Do. We'll put in Glenn Cook. Boy, that's not exactly the sort of substitution we really want to see, but I guess we have to. Yeah, you can see Aldana is on the bench because he's not all the way match fit, still tired from that last match. Is one of the problems, as I've been saying this whole time with this editor data file, you're stuck with only a certain number of players, and you have a lot of matches to play. Matt Williams with the interception back to Solano, who lumps that one forward to nobody. Good job. That was a little bit of a tactical problem, I think, on our part. Here's Bowden with a free kick, and Suarez, the goaltender, is able to knock that one out, and that'll be a corner. Corner now here, and Bowden will take it. Bowden steps back, and he's going to knock this one forward in a second. There it goes. And nothing happening. Jimenez with the ball. Jimenez over to Cook, and Cook back to Jimenez. Jimenez down now to Son Hyun Taek, and it's back to Solano over to Matt Williams, and that's kind of the end of that highlight. That wasn't much at all. Jimenez with it again. We really need Aldana out there if we want a good goal-scoring threat. We don't have very many other players who can score much or even get into range to get the ball. Mates over to Martin, and here comes Martin with the goal. As soon as I say it, I called him Jim before. It's actually Grant Martin, but he scores his first goal here for the senior team. And he did what he was supposed to do. Instead of all this knocking the ball around, he took the ball and ran up about, a couple feet or so, and just took a shot, and it worked. How about that? See, Cornelsen's offside. He doesn't know what he's doing, but Martin sees nobody around him and says, fine, I'll just run up here and take the shot and get it in. 2-0 BYU here in the early going. That's what we like to see. That's a little bit more like it. This is making me feel a little bit better about this project. And it is Nevada, unfortunately, who are able to win this ball in midfield. Solano is very, very close to being sent off. Matt Williams with it over to Jimenez. Jimenez knocks it forward, looking for Cornelsen, who can't win anything in the air. He may just be the wrong type of striker for this formation. I don't know. And that was a little forward pass to somebody out there, and it ended up hitting a Nevada player, and it's Pinto who's going to score. And that was a really nice shot there by Andre Pinto. Makes it 2-1 BYU. Andre Pinto with an amazing shot after a really good run, and that was really impressive, I thought. And you can see how this one was made. I mean, it's just a total defensive breakdown on our side. This is where we miss Alpha Do. Korn, too, really needs to, make himself a little bit bigger than that. It looks like he's scared of the ball coming, kind of like bends down a little bit so that they can shoot it right over his back. And let's see what happens if we can hold on with this 1-goal lead. And boy, I tell you, I hate to see that type of ball go past our defenders. I mean, David Korn has safe hands, and I know he's a good player, but it still makes me worry. Mutenya now with the ball, passes to Bowden. Bowden over there finds Grant Martin, and he has another shot at it, and that one ends up for a corner. So, okay, we'll take that. Here comes the corner. Bowden will step back, and we'll take this, and looks for Cornelsen, and it's a yellow card on Cornelsen, who pushed his guy off of him. We've had a number of yellow cards, naughty, and here's Robinson with, oh my gosh, that's a goal. Robinson for Nevada with the free kick over to Diaz, who I don't think was offside, and let's see what happens. That's a ridiculous goal to give up. He was offside. How was he offside off of that set piece? I guess he is offside. Look at that. He's offside by a foot. I mean, literally by a foot. His foot is just right past where it's supposed to be, and we get away with one there, but man, oh man. And here's another one. Let's see if they get it right. And instead, that's a ball that Korn really technically knocked out. Should have been a corner for them. And now we're going to have to make some more substitutions, and this is the part where we're a little bit worried. And let's see. Well, everybody's tired. We're going to take out the guys who, we can't. This is the problem. We don't have any defensive midfielders to put on. I guess we can put on Abraham Chavez, and so that's what we're going to do here. And Matt Williams is looking like he's not happy, but we don't have any defenders to put on. So what do? Do we just pick somebody, put him down there? Yeah, we'll put on Brad Plute, who we're probably not going to play anyway, and that makes 1, 2, 3. I think we have 2 more, or 1, 2, 3, 4 substitutions. And we're going to go ahead and confirm that, and we'll go ahead and push forward. So let's see what happens when we play a striker back in the very back. And this will be Brad Plute's first chance out here. And yeah, we're playing him as a central defender, because I don't know what else to do with the guy. He's not a good player. If this is very, very quiet, then it will have worked out in our favor. That's what I'll say. And we are just about to the end. Only a couple more minutes left. Amutenya now with the throw over to Bowden. Back to Amutenya. Amutenya now takes this one up forward. There's a cross over there to Martin, and Grant Martin with a big header and a big goal, and I like the sight of that. Ooh, baby, that's exactly what we want. 3-1 BYU, and I guess that was that genius of putting that striker in the back. That gave us the good luck that we needed on the field, the forward momentum. Good pass back by Bowden, and Grant Martin's just in a very, very good position here. And there are 4 guys around him, but nobody actually marking him, and that's the goal. 3-1 BYU. And that should really be the end of this here. Let's see what they do. They try to lump it forward. Jimenez grabs that one over to Chavez, back to Plute, who kind of knocks one forward, looking for Grant Martin for that hat trick. It just isn't happening. But there, look at that. Cornelson ends up fortuitously being in the right place at the right time and scoring finally his first BYU goal. 4-1 now BYU, and we only have a few seconds left. Cornelson is deserving of a lot of the criticism that's come his way, but he did a pretty good job here to be in the right place at the right time, going over and then planting that one back into the back of the net, the place or the way that he should. 4-1 BYU, and that's a little bit better, and that makes me feel a little bit better. Here's Korn with the goal kick over to Plute. Plute, don't know how to say his name. He doesn't really know how to play this position, as you can see. Passes over to Chavez, back to Jimenez. The fact that this is a highlight has me a little bit worried. We should just have the game over. Amutenya now, and that's the end of the ball game. BYU wins this one 4-1 after a big explosion there at the end, and 2 goals there in extra time. That's not too bad at all. We won, dominated the possession battle, dominated XG, dominated shots, dominated everything, and still had a hard time and could have lost this match, actually. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll have another one tomorrow. Bye.